weed, which a lot of people call it Mary Jane. If you're not familiar with the word weed, which most Americans are, it also goes by Mary Jane. It goes by I don't know, actually. It goes by weed. Oh, the real name is marijuana, and it goes by Mary Jane. So, what happened was, I did it once, okay? So basically, see how all the views went up? Basically, what happened was, I wanted to try it once because, bitch, everybody fucking does it. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, it's so fucking good. All of these people love this drug. Oh my gosh, it's so good to me. You're a fucking liar. Okay? So I'm hearing all this good stuff about Mary Jane. Okay, so I'm with my friend Jane. I'm gonna call her Jane. So I'm with my friend Jane, and I'm like, Jane, do you want to? I really, really want to smoke weed for my first time. One time. And basically, what happened was, she said, yeah, because she smoked weed. She smokes a lot of weed. So I go, okay. So I really don't even want to tell this story. So basically what happened was, I asked Jane, can we please smoke weed? Because I've never done it before and I really want to do it once. I just want to do it once because everybody loves it. I'm not gonna get addicted, bitch. No, thank you. But I do want to try because all these bitches do it. Okay, so I go and I hang out with Jane. Okay, so basically I go over at like 6 o'clock. I'm like, what up, Jane? She's like, hey, Chase. And I'm like, so let's do it. She goes, no, we have to do it at night. And I'm like, why? Why do we have to do it at night? And she goes, oh, because, I don't know. It's just a vibe. And I go, I gotta go home. And then, so basically, I'm just like, whatever. Okay, we do it at night. So, we pass it around, and it's like 9 o'clock. We pass it around, and I'm like, bitch, I'm doing it like 5 times. Bitch, I'm doing it like 7 times. I'm doing it. Why don't I feel nothing? And I search it up, and I guess that's what happens with like people with their first time that they smoke weed. So I'm like, dang. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to wait till my second time. Nope, go in the car, boom. Ethereal. Bitch, if I've ever used that word, it's ethereal, okay? I have never felt that way. My arms. Bitch, I don't know what was in that. That's not supposed to be weed. Oh my gosh, my touch. Like my body touching, my legs touching each other like this. Like this. Felt like they were like clashing against each other. Okay? And I'm sitting here going like, And I'm like, okay. And I had this vivid memory, okay? I love this scene from Batman, okay? I love this scene from Batman, okay? So, I don't know what I'm doing. But we turn like two corners. And I'm like, okay, so now I have my head stuck out the window and I'm like, and I felt like I was the Joker. Bitch, I felt like this. I thought I looked like that. Bitch, I thought I looked like that. No. I'm like, and then Jane in the front, her sister was going to drive us to Chick-fil-A. Jane in the front, she's like, turn around. We have to go now. Turn around. To her sister, I'm like still feeling my body. I'm like, And I'm not feeling good because I get seasick or I get motion sick very easily. So we turn around, bitch. We are 1 minute away from the house, and I'm like, So then I get out of the car and I'm like, I just fall to the grass and I'm like, can we please stay here? Because the grass is just so nice and cold. And I'm like, and I feel like so motion sick. Okay? So then she's like, no, Chase, get the fuck up. We're going upstairs. I'm like, you need to calm down at me. Because, bitch, I just felt like the Joker. And I'm trying to have a good time. And what you're trying to do is being rude. So, we go upstairs, and, before this, by the way, I was like, okay, I can stay until like 12, right? Because I don't want to drive home while I'm high. Right? She's like, yeah, of course. Okay, so that'll come later in the story. So basically, we go upstairs and we go to her room. And then she's sitting here and I'm like sitting at her desk and then she's sitting on the floor and she's like, oh. And then it starts to get like paranoid and she starts to go like, Chase, do you hear that? And I'm like, hear what? And she's like, my dad's outside. And then she opened the door and her dad was not outside. He was downstairs. I'm like, she's like, oh, that's so weird. Goes back and then sits down and then like 2 minutes later, she's like, oh my gosh, he's out there. I'm like, girl, calm down. And then I open the door and then he's not there. Okay, so then she's like, okay. So then she sits on her bed and I sit on her bed and she goes, Chase, get off. He's gonna come in. And I'm like, bitch, who? My dad. I'm sitting on your bed. I'm like crisscross applesauce on your bed. Okay? Okay, so then there's like a 5-minute pause. Okay, she's like sitting there. She's like, I'm like, girl, please stop. Because I'm trying to listen to this audio. And whenever I close my eyes, I just like saw these rainbows. And I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. Like one of those like whenever you see those songs and it goes like that, like with the bass and then like I just saw it in like rainbows. Anyways, so then basically, then she's like, Chase, like 5 minutes later, she goes, Chase, get the fuck out! And I'm like, girl, calm down. Okay? And I'm like, no, I am not driving home. I am not driving home. I am not driving home. And then I'm like, I have to go to the bathroom. Damn, I go to the bathroom. I'm sitting in the bathroom. It feels like it's 3 hours, but it feels like it's like, I don't even know how to explain it. Felt like it was like so fast, but it was so, it felt like it was so long, but it was so short, okay? She's like, Chase, are you done? Are you done? And I'm like, damn, girl. And I'm calling her sister, please come home, please come home, please come home. Because I can't drive, okay? I can't drive, okay? So I'm in that bathroom, and I'm like laying on the floor, and I'm like, please, dear God, please. And then her sister finally comes, and Jane, she's sitting there, she's going, and her sister's like, what happened? And then she's like, take him home. Okay, so I go down, and like her sister, I go downstairs, and like her sister was like, "Oh, Chase doesn't feel good," to her dad, to Jane's dad, and then so Jane's dad followed behind my Jeep while her sister drove my Jeep to my house, and then I just sat there. So that was the last time. That was the first and the last time. And I'm probably never doing it again. And what was it about Jewel? I don't know what it was about Jewel, but bitch, I had the same fucking thing. Like I was like I'm pretty sure I threw up every single time it's awful. I don't know what it is. But like whenever I went on a helicopter ride in Hawaii, I threw up in a bag. And then I pranked my sister by taking a little bit and then splashing her. Because she was like falling asleep. So I got some of the vomit and I was like, girl, you better enjoy this ride. Because I wasn't. That's a joke. And then, yeah, that's basically it. So, basically, moral of the story, don't do drugs. And then, my high school always had a mariachi band for, my high school always had a mariachi band for Cinco de Mayo. What else? I don't know. I have a lot of funny videos, but I'm tired. Well, I'm not tired. I'm not tired. First drunk story. Bitch, maybe y'all will get the last one, but not today.